Now, let me start off by saying that every man on earth has to perform. Every man on earth has to perform and has to be his best self in order to have a selection of dating options. And this goes the exact same way for women. And there's a reason there is an epidemic of this kind of stuff happening today. Women realizing that men literally don't need them. The only thing men need women for is to have a family. Like, literally. That's pretty much it. I mean, it would be great to have solid companionship. But are men getting that today? Majority are not. Majority are dealing with straight up Jezebels, bro. Straight up. And that's the issue. Women love to put on a great act to get the men they want. And then it all changes. And you see a change. And all of a sudden, everything is different. And that's where they go wrong. That's where women get left. That's where women get cheated on. Because they're not doing their part. Men start to become repulsed by these types of women who think they can just act however they want, do whatever they want, and not perform. It's that simple. Like, men have to do those things. We are like, bro, our stuff is static. We have to be on point. If we are not on point, if we are not playing our role, if we are not doing our part, it's a huge problem. Guess what? It's a huge problem when women don't play their part. Huge. And majority of women today are not doing it. They're not doing it. And they have to learn the hard way, bro. Like, they have to learn the hardest possible way. And then deflect it back onto men, saying men are all trash. Men are this, men are that. When the men do far more, 100 times over. 100 times over. And men get labeled trash. Because they no longer want to put up with the bullshit. They no longer want to put up with it. It's a shit deal. Terrible. You're not getting what you want as a man out of these modern women today. You're not getting it. You're not getting your needs met. You're not getting what you want. It's a bad deal. And they get everything they want, all while acting however they want to act. And it's BS. And like I said, man, it just keeps going around and round and round. These women, bro, it's always a man's fault. Always. Always. They're just perfect. They could do no wrong. And that's the issue. And it's men that get labeled bad. It's men that get labeled trash. It's not often do you see a woman being perfect and flawless and the man not doing anything at all. You rarely see that happening, bro. But you see it happening the other way around majority of the time. You have to be flawless. You have to be damn near perfect. You have to do everything they want. All the time. All the time. All the time. And, they can't possibly keep up with that on their end. So it's a shit deal for majority of men today. Absolute trash. And this is where those type of men say, you know what? It's better to just be single than to deal with that. That is how majority of men think today. It is better to be single than to deal with all that. And then that's when the women go crying. Because they couldn't keep a good man. And they blame it on that man. But it was them. It was them. And the man always gets blamed. Every time. The man gets blamed. They just don't understand, bro. They are confused. Modern day women, feminists. There's nothing wrong with getting treated well. There's nothing wrong with a man taking care of you. There's nothing wrong with a man being good to you. But there is something wrong if a man is doing all those things. And if a man is that way to you, and you cannot put up even a fight to be at your best for him, to do favors for him, to make his life better, to not take things out on him, to not be bad to him, to not, the list goes on and on and on and on. So, women have to learn the hardest possible way. The hardest possible way. And they're learning it, bruh. Women of today are learning it. You want princess treatment. You want the best of the best. Because that's all you see. All online. All over social media. All women today want princess treatment. They all want it. They all talk about it. They all say it. And I'm not settling until I get it. And guess what? If they get it, when they get it, they can't keep it because they don't know how to treat a man. They don't know how to give their man proper respect, encouragement, support. They don't know how to do it. They literally don't know how. And you know why they don't know how? Is because they live their lives not learning how. All they've been taught is how a man treats you, how a man treats you, how a man treats you. So now, when a man finally treats one of them good, they don't know how to reciprocate. They don't know how to give back. They don't know how to treat their man properly. That is doing so much for them. They don't understand. They don't get it. And they never will because they were never taught and they're not ever going to learn. Their ego will not let them. All the brainwashing today going on, they will not do it. They will never do it. So this is the hard lesson they're going to have to learn. And it's hilarious because they learn this lesson and they still won't change. They're just going to continue to live their life, continue to blame men, continue to call men trash, when in actuality, what's actually happening. Is it really the man that's trash? Is it really? They convince themselves that that is the truth. To take any responsibility, to take any accountability, they will not humble themselves to be a good woman. They just want a man, because this is how they were taught, to be a slave for them. That's what a man should be. A slave for me. Do this for me. Thank you. Thank you. That is what they want. So, the amount of women we've all encountered in our lives, guys. Not every woman is this way. There's women that strike. There's women that strike on a good man. It happens. And they know what to do. It's just, we're talking majority of these modern day women, feminists. They have these very, very, very sky high expectations of a man. But they can't do their part. They can't do what they have to do to keep that man. Most of the time, they can't stay on top of their attraction level. They can't keep the man attracted to them, because once a man figures out who you are, finds out who you are, he's no longer attached or attracted to that. Your beauty might get him at first, but over time, as he gets to know you more and more and more, it becomes a turnoff. So most women cannot even keep a man attracted to them, and it's their own ways of how they are. That is the truth. They refuse, bro, to change. They refuse. They refuse to go within. They refuse to do the deep work that they're longing to do. They refuse to do it. They're going to stay stuck and trapped exactly who they are. Nothing's going to change. That is who you got for a modern day female today. Not a damn thing is going to change. You're just going to continue to get more repulsed and more repulsed and more repulsed as you keep going on. I'm telling you, man, and that's another big reason why women even shy away today from committing to men, because they know deep down, bro, that they cannot keep a man. But men get blamed. Men get blamed for being trash. Women are so paranoid and sketched out that a man's going to cheat on them, a man's going to do this, a man's going to do that. Well, if you were actually good enough, he wouldn't. Women don't want to do the work to become good enough to even keep a man in the first place. This is what's happening today. Almost no women's doing the work to be a better woman for a man. Some of them think they're doing the work, bro, and it's like you're not doing the right work. It's like they don't understand. And yes, there is work you have to do to make yourself more attractive. Men literally are born being taught how to be. Men are born how to treat women. Do this for her, do that for her. You don't see it the other way around. So, the fact that things are as bad as they are, as lopsided as they are today, men are in demand, bro, for getting better. Many men are starting to do it. Many men are self-improving. All to self-improve to those heights, to not want majority of women anyways. You're going to be patient, you're going to pick one, and it's going to be the one you want. And the rest don't get it. All women want a particular man, but not all women deserve a particular man. That's how the cookie crumbles. And they'll forever be in denial, bro. They will forever be in denial. They don't ever think about how others think of them. They just don't care enough. They just, I'm me. I'm me. I'm me. Me, me, me. I'm never changing. It's me. I'm telling you, bro. That is how majority are today. Modern day women. 101. They don't want to be good women. They don't want to be good wives. They don't. They don't want to do that work. They don't even want to do the work to be likable on a daily basis. They don't. So, it's going to be a tough life for them because they've been lied to. They've been led astray. They've led each other astray. They're listening to one another. They have these groups of friends. They end up miserable. And there's not a damn thing us men can do about that. There's very rare women out here, bro, that are smart enough to know what's good for them, and they will get what's good for them. I got one myself. Someone's got me, my girl. And we were smart enough to be patient in everything. And it took me a long time. A long, long time. And you finally find yourself one who ain't talking to a million different dudes, who ain't talking to any different dudes, where you get your one putting her phone right up into your face. There's nothing to hide. Vice versa. There's trust. And a loyal woman today is rare. And, no woman is perfect. No man is completely perfect, but if you can find yourself the ideal woman in an ideal situation, you got yourself a W, because most things today, bro, that you come across and find, it's just like, man, you can't be serious. Like, the way they think, man. You should just blow all this money on them, and it's just like, here's my body. I look good, right? You should blow all this money on me. It's like, I don't even like you. Like, that's how you think. Women, bro, they can't even get you to like them today. Like, and if they can, a lot of the time it's fake. They just did that. They just did that. And you start to see, okay, this really isn't what I thought it was. And it raises an eyebrow, and that's, like I said, dealing with majority of women that you guys are going to come across today, bro. Like, I'm telling you guys that are single right now, you ain't losing a damn thing, boy. You ain't losing. But as for the women that's single, I hate to break it to you, but you kind of are in a losing situation, and it doesn't have to end that way, but you don't got a man, that you love, admire, and respect helping you out in life a lot. It's going to be very hard. I've never talked to a woman in my life who is doing it all on her own and completely happy about it. I cross my heart, bro. Trust me, none. Women that are a lot happier has a man in the picture, and he's doing a whole lot for her, and they tend to be happier when that's the case. But guess what? If you're a woman and you're in that position, you better know how to make your man happy. You better know how to do it. And you better know how to stay on top of your shit. Otherwise, it's going to be a nightmare for you. Promise you that. But your ego gets in the way, and your ego will destroy everything. Your ego will destroy your own self. It'll destroy your own life, your own livelihood, your future. Because you did not want to do the work. You did not want to see your own faults. You did not want to see none of it. You just wanted to let things be, thinking everything's perfectly fine, thinking you deserve all this stuff, all this good stuff that's happening for you. You know, you'll wake up with a loss if you sleep on a win. Don't get too comfortable. Don't get too arrogant. Don't get too disrespectful. Don't get too egotistical. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. And this should be the motto for everybody today. And if not, you will wake up with a massive L. We all got work to do, folks. Nobody's perfect. We all have work to do. And it's got to get done. This is what accountability looks like. And that's the end of this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back with some more content. God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.